The museum closed 5 years ago. Budget cuts, poor attendance, safety concerns, but someone kept using it. The motion sensors in the West Wing triggered every night at exactly 1:06 a.m. No guards were on duty anymore, and the cameras hadn't worked since the shutdown. But the building logs persisted. I worked maintenance for the city. Cameras failing weren't strange. Logs repeating with precision were dot. So I took the graveyard shift and went to look. The entrance hall smelled of dust and old wood polish. Moonlight slipped through broken skylights and stretched weak across marble tiles cracked by years of neglect. Nothing moved. The log indicated motion near an exhibit that once held a Renaissance stair model, a demonstration piece showing layered staircases from ancient architecture. When I reached the West Wing, the exhibit sign still hung crookly. The display itself stood uncovered, only now. The model was gone. Instead, the floor beneath the display had split open, revealing a concrete stairwell descending straight down into pitch darkness, a stairwell that never existed before. I leaned over the opening. The staircase spiraled downward, far beyond the reach of my flashlight. Cold air emanated from below, smelling damp and faintly metallic against all reason. I descended. The architecture changed as I moved lower. Stone walls gave way to polished, metal panels etched with patterns too precise to be hand-carved. Every dozen steps, the staircase broadened briefly, revealing framed exhibits mounted along the walls. They weren't paintings or sculptures, they were rooms. Each frame revealed a hyper-realistic three-dimensional display, like windows into sealed dioramas frozen in time. People stood in each room, not statues, living figures, unmoving, eyes open and blank. Families at dinner tables, children reaching for toys, elderly men staring from armchairs, all perfectly still, all breathing. I tried knocking on the glass of the nearest frame. No sound passed through, but the figure inside turned its eyes toward me, not physically. Its pupils slid sideways, tracking me without any muscle movement. A whisper floated out of the glass, not sound, but thought. This corridor is for artifacts. I ran. The stairs stretched infinitely now, refusing to end. More frames lined the walls, hundreds, then thousands, each containing livid dioramas of people frozen in mundane moments. Some designs repeated city apartments I recognized. Others showed locations I'd never seen. Strange geometrical chambers, rotating starrooms, blackwater caverns illuminated by cold blue light. Yet every scene held people. Human. Unaware. Display. Finally, I reached a vast platform. Above it hung a monstrous arch carved from something that wasn't stone. It shimmered faintly like liquid crystal under strain. Beyond it spread a gallery hall larger than any museum on Earth. Miles of exhibition corridors radiated outward in all directions. Framed dioramas populated every wall surface, millions of them. And at the very center, a figure stood observing them all. It appeared human only in silhouette. Its body shifted constantly, not morphing, but cycling through impossible proportions. When it noticed me, a voice threaded directly into my skull. New sample acquired. I screamed that I wasn't an artifact. The thing did not contradict me. Instead it replied. Ongoing transition. The staircase behind me warped, curving inward, as if bending toward the gallery floor. The sudden pressure locked into my bones. My vision flickered. In reflected surfaces, I glimpsed myself, standing inside a diorama. Frozen. Displayed. I ripped my emergency alarm from my belt and activated it. The shriek of the device cut sharply through the alien silence. Lights detonated overhead. Alarms stormed across the museum above ground. The arch screamed "Don't!" reality between. The gallery and stairwell convulsed, snapping back into conformity. I bolted upward. The staircase shortened violently, contracting until I reached the museum floor again. The opening collapsed behind me into smooth granite tile. No crack, no seam, nothing. Authorities found me shaking beside the abandoned display hours later. No stairwell existed. No logs remained. No structural anomalies registered. And yet, every night at 1:06 a.m., the museum logs still record motion. Only now the activity shows one additional entry. Display status: incomplete, no longer visit exhibitions. Because whenever I stand before museum glass, the person looking back feels too eerily still to be me.